The PlayStation 4 has had plenty of great horror titles, but unfortunately, Among the Sleep is not one of them. The general concept of playing through a horror title as an infant is enticing, but the final result is less than stellar. If you are unfamiliar with the title, Among the Sleep places you in the onesie of a toddler who has to solve puzzles in order to survive a dark and dreary night. The story is kept at an arm's distance from the player as he and his teddy bear complete puzzle after puzzle. Some of the narrative features are actually quite good, the best being the subtle yet noticeable portrayals of motherhood, which is quite thought-provoking. This all boils down into a good ending, which I will not spoil here. However, the ending is certainly not worth playing through the entire game to see, as Among the Sleep suffers from a barrage of issues, the biggest of which is gameplay. The problem lies in the fact that the puzzles are way too easy and require little to no thought. With no real innovation here, or even solid gameplay mechanics which you have seen already from other games, there is just no real spark here. Much of the game revolves around moving stalls, so the entire experience is just boring. Some of these issues would have been forgivable if the horror element was good, but it is flat out woeful. Disappointingly, the devs never tried to capture the fear of being a small child, but instead just made a game about a small protagonist. This issue is highlighted by the change in setting from a house to a number of dream worlds in the first act, which limits the toddler element. Among the Sleep is never really that scary, to be honest, which is mainly due to the lack of tension, so even simple things such as various obligatory jump scares feel more routine and weak than anything else. The visual presentation fares a little better. At its best, the graphics are okay, but at its worst, the game becomes hard to look at. Some of the dream sections are cleverly designed, but the dated textures really hold the game back. The character models look particularly weak. The audio is a serious problem, as the lack of sound do not add to any sort of tension, but rather add to the boredom during some of the longer sections of the game. Among the Sleep is not something I can recommend. The lackluster gameplay, lack of horror, and awful visuals are three strikes which cripple the game. The initial idea is solid, but the game does not fully embrace it, so we are left with a 2-hour experience, not worth playing through once, let alone any issues of replay value. Final score, E grade. For more Vita reviews, remote play reviews, PS4 reviews, and everything else gaming, make sure to subscribe, and as always, thanks for watching.